Hi, welcome to part one of our Adventures by Disney trip to China, which started out with a 20-hour trip to Hong Kong. We were fortunate to fly business class, which comes with lounge access at the airport. With a 4-hour layover in front of us, it was great to have access to food and a place to kick up our feet for a few hours. Apparently, Cindy wasn't impressed, but we've never flown business class before, and I have to say the service was stellar. I was able to lay my seats all the way back and even catch a few Z's in the air. This was definitely not the airline food I remember eating on previous flights. Here we are finally landing in Hong Kong. We initially had trouble finding our ABD driver to take us to the hotel, but we finally connected and we were able to hit the road to see our hotel, the Peninsula. Here's Cindy and I discussing our first day at the hotel as well as our trip there. Hi everyone, we are now in the city of Guilin. We're not sure if we pronounced that right. But I wanted to kind of do a quick update on some of the cities that we visited. But I guess the first thing I want to talk about was our travel here. So we did have to travel from Memphis many miles to China. We did stop in Dallas first, which is a pretty short trip. That's probably not even worth mentioning. But then we had this long trek from Dallas all the way to Seoul, Korea, and this was our first time flying on business class. I wanted to kind of get Cindy's opinion on what she thought about this first flight, business class, from Dallas to Seoul, Korea.
Well, traveling business class definitely made it a lot more comfortable. The time to me went by really well. You always had someone there to assist you. You had plenty of space. You had your own individual little cubicle area where you could lay back and watch movies or go to sleep. And the food was amazing. The food was better than some fine restaurants in the U.S. So we had very good service.
And I thought that the fact that we had these chairs that were more than chairs, they were almost kind of like cocoons. You know, we each had our own space. Had a TV, had a remote. We had the ability to sit back, and then more importantly, we had the ability for that chair to go all the way to a lay flat position, allowing you to sleep. Now, some people can sleep pretty well on the plane, but even me, I consider myself a poor plane sleeper, was able to sleep during this long flight because I was able to, spread my legs out. It was kind of quiet up there, and it was just you could cover your eyes, and they fed you well. So it was. It wasn't easy to sleep, but that's about the best you could get on a plane, considering how this little. I don't know how long it was, 16 hours. It was a long flight, but it was comfortable. And what did you think about the lay flat bed?
Oh, I thought that was amazing. Like I said, it made the flight so much bearable. I didn't even really pay attention to the time. Actually, I was just enjoying the experience. So I knew that we had great plans in China, but the experience flying there was, to me, icing on the cake.
Do you remember what time we arrived in Seoul? It was late in the night.
I think in Seoul,
No, it
I
was.
can remember it was during the day because
It
we
was
went to the
daytime
lounge.
there,
Yeah,
okay.
we went to the lounge because we didn't fly out until 7. So we got there around 4 in the
Yeah, that's
afternoon.
right. So we got there around.
4.
It was local
and it was about
time,
a
Seoul
3-hour
time. And then we had to
layover.
sit there for about 3 hours and then get on our next flight, which.
It was around 7, and then from
Did we have business class there as well? Or was it just regular seats?
no, it was business as well.
Okay. Yeah, we had business class for that. That was
It was
surprisingly.
nice.
It was a surprisingly long flight. I thought Seoul, Korea would just be a little hop over to Hong Kong because they're in the same part of the world. But it was like another 3. No, I don't know. It was a long flight.
Yeah,
It was like another
it
3 or
was
4 hours.
maybe
Yeah.
4 hours.
So we were stuck on the plane for a little bit, but we finally arrived in Hong Kong, and in the next video we're just gonna kind of talk about the hotel that we had in Hong Kong, which was quite impressed. I'm excited to talk about that. Here we are meeting up with Dean, one of our tour guides, and the other one, Joe, affectionately known as Joe Mama to us. The Peninsula Hotel was so beautiful. Definitely one of my favorite hotels on this entire trip. Modern and definitely catered to Western travelers. Breakfast at the Peninsula was definitely not to be missed, as they had such a variety of food, more akin to a brunch than a breakfast. We arrived early, so after breakfast, we decided to hit the streets of Hong Kong. Right here, still walking down Main Road, and Hong Kong's most wanted. All right, so here we are still at Nathan Road. It's kind of noisy out here.
When we come back, we'll come on that go back on that side. That seemed like
Let's check out these trees. We made it to Hong Kong. And we're walking down, what's the name of the street? Nathan Boulevard. So Cindy's hanging out with us even though it might rain.
it is raining.
And walking through Hong Kong will remind you of walking through Manhattan. Later on that evening, we decided to take a very short boat cruise. Here we are walking there. All right. I see you, Cindy. There you are. There goes the rain. Cindy. pole, but just not that tall.
Looking forward to the water splashing on me. I'll be very upset.
What a great start in this beautiful city of Hong Kong. We were looking forward to what else this adventure had in store for us.